of the entire tournament. And
for all the wrong reasons, probably.
But it's just one of those things where you kind of want to see it, right? The starting here on FaZe's map in this sort of situation.
Chibisu close in the bathroom with the shotgun, hoping he can find the opening kill. Has the ping information, but he swings, and the timing of it doesn't quite match. And KDS will get the opening kill for FaZe, and that just might open the door for them in towards the site.
A lot of everything flies at Sireneko, and he didn't even know what way was up as he's removed from the board. BlackRay takes a lot of damage next and is locked out by Handy, who did take some of his own, but not enough to stop him. A little bit of time and an early C4, hoping they're on the default, but adrift into what has been an entire surrounding from FaZe. A flawlessly pushed ahead. It's focus being drawn on each other, and again, there's nothing that is actively stopping this from the side of CAG. They're also droning out the back. Cyber wins the first fight, takes care of Sireneko, and now the spray comes against it. Chibisu takes a lot of damage, and they're dropped from the above. Cyber on Overwatch, swinging around. Sharif does stop Handy, and the awkward position of Cyber is that he is going to have to try and rotate and offer some help if they start to drop bodies. It's technically, directly on the side of 3 versus 3, and they still have the pressure of the kit itself. It's going to be another closed-door fight here. KDS is itching for the swing, but Sharif doubles down and takes it first. We still see some activity with the Goyo canister.
And careful with Vidiking. Solo in lockers, he's got the kit, so he's by himself. If he goes down, Kit's in a bit of a bad spot. Souls has to make the push in. There he is. Vidiking's down. Diffuser actually on the floor in sight right now, not in the hands of CyberZero at all. Into red time, 3v1. Big turnaround from CAG as they bring the round back and get themselves on the board.
Just tucked on the other side of the security door. He had a little bit of an opening above it as well, but actually Sireneko cuts Handy in half as he went for the sort of steady face clear and check. At this point, you know, 2 players down, you've lost your hard breach, you've lost your rush.
This is lazy from FaZe. They're just peeking. Because they've lost hard breach, they can't get better entries. They have to basically go for solo mission roams.
Right now, they've eyed themselves inside the site, but again, CAG aren't offering anything immediately. They let them step in. BlackRay operates on Souls, and there is a flawless. So we've gone from 1 to FaZe to a... for a plant. At this point, there needs to be an activation.
Yeah, Yokai just got shot out by Handy. Nitrocell, though, from Addington does get the kill onto Vidiking. Good flexibility from CAG. Lost a bit of their win comp, didn't matter.
And Echo, he's underneath. He's trying to hold on to it, and he doesn't know where he's being shot from. He had himself in a trap, and Addington gets a second for the round. CAG. Last time they were here, I said they looked a bit lost, and this time they had eyes absolutely everywhere. Brilliant, brilliant adaptations. And Chibisu's also rotated his way up as well to try and double down on the fight. They know they want to win the verticality. They've sort of abandoned the site that the Monty is stealing, and there's Chibisu getting that kill on towards Shiber above. So now, technically, the vertical has fallen to the favor, but it did not work for FaZe last time. So now that they're able to rest the site, they've got to make it happen. KDS going around the back of the Tubarao, who's able to slip away just in time with a self-timed flash. Handy does find BlackRay. They at least get something out of it, and Handy isn't quite letting this one go just yet. A second, but a C4 ripped a little bit too short. Doesn't quite get the angle. The Monty's got the reveal, and he knows it's being fed in. He's doing all that he can, but it leaves just Chibisu, the man who rotated off the site. But when the Monty is planting the shields on his back, Xenox, what are you going to do? You can't break that through the verticality. At this point, a 1 versus 4 retake with a Monty on. Seems like a little bit of a failed ploy here has led to FaZe just balling their way into the site.
Poor old Chibisu now in a 1 versus 4 post-plant scenario. They know he's pushing yellow, while Handy will finish off.
Inside has no idea he's that known, the Tubarao, and he's sat on an angle. There's some of the watch above. There's the force and the pressure. They're smoked out. Cyber's actually stuck in a very narrow corner, and the security door swing, the C4 over the top. Doesn't even get anyone because they're already dead. BlackRay gets Cyber, and the buck is too high. And it hits the ground and right back up for a second follow through. He is security checking the passes. BlackRay gets one on the back, and well, we wondered if maybe FaZe were a bit stalled out, and I think the answer sort of clear throughout the round on an adventure, but at this point the round is theirs. A 4-2 half for CAG.
Yeah, I mean, a tremendous job getting the
top of green. They're sneaking their way back round. They want to draw more attention. There's an impact that will force the player a bit further back, and BlackRay sticking on the angle, but it's actually Chibisu that's able to get the first kill there on towards Vidiking. You removed the smoke. Only one of the canisters utilized. There is a lot of damage that has been done to Sireneko. that has been done to Anaton, really, so it doesn't take much more of one of the sides of the C4s and impact to stop it, but still, first blow and first blood is then responded to.
Yeah, and FaZe still have got a couple of Nitrosols, Vulcan canisters that we just saw before as well, still prepped for the entry from CAG. Sireneko's also low, Anaton's been tagged up a little bit, so I still like the position of the round for FaZe. I think they're in a pretty good spot to close this out. Sharif caught with an 8 in hand, Andy's going to just finish him off, and that's the advantage now for FaZe. Anaton absolutely burning here. Very low health on the Blackbeard, 40 seconds left, and they lose another one and one more for good measure. Only Sireneko left, and he too will fall to Cyber. FaZe, a bit of a... FaZe probably have more than enough firepower that they don't need the clash, and that's just KDS being a little bit careless, and Sireneko is going to be able to find the opening kill for CAG. Yet another one for them. Chibisu does lose his life on the Grim. No more Kawan Hive launcher for the round. No bees to be buzzing. Vidiking can get some free information on the clash.
Wow, I mean, it's twice that Cyber has been able to get the response kill there. A lot of damage from Shireneko's Firebolt, but nothing that's going to entirely knock them out. The Flash can sort of play a little bit of keep away. They go in on the back of their own Flash, hoping the player was just going to be trying to run away, but they pull themselves back. There's the removal of the Banshee, but now there's a swing on the door, and Handy drops the kit as well.
Just lingered in the doorway too long.
Yeah, and you know, he was taking the risk, and it's almost this moment where it's 3, 2, 1, go again. They're suddenly trying to throw themselves into these fights. I'm not going to say it feels less prepared, but round to the left, the Solace seems well aware that they're coming in. There's Cyber getting one more, and I mean, it's just been a real turnabout here. FaZe have fully read what CAG are trying to do.
They have, and they're punishing some of the mistakes. I mean, Anaton wants to get rid of some utility, flashes in, bam, okay, and then just lingers in the doorway. Handy then punishes that because as soon as he swings, Anaton's just an easy target. And then from there, you see Blackray go and make entry. Can I go get a quick kill, keep this round alive? Dead. FaZe are very much understanding that for CAG, they're probably going to move away from the game plan if they lose 1 or 2 players, and they'll start scurrying around trying to get a couple of kills back. They were ready for it. And it's going to be 4-4, and this is where you do get a little bit concerned for CAG. On the attack so far on Lair, it hasn't been all that great. FaZe strong defensively.
Side here, as I said, of
Chibis is
be off,
careful.
it's turned into, I think, a 2 versus 2 now as well. Anaton showed up to help support. Shurip is the one that goes down to Cyber, who on this second half, I mean, he's always great, but he's gotten 3K, 2K, and now he's opened up here with one more. It's turning into a bit of a bloody war here. Blackray
forcing it.
Cyber.
They're just forcing it right now. CAG just wanting to take the battle and hope that they can scrap their way in towards the site. It's almost somewhat working. Despite losing Sharif, they do get that kill onto Cyber. They get much better map control as well. The positioning over towards Lockers has been established because they elected to just take the fights, not be scared off by the presence of FaZe. And they've done so with still a lot of time on the clock. So this is not awful from CAG. A little bit better than what we've seen maybe the last 2 rounds on the attack. They look like they've got a bit of a game plan and what they want to do.
40 seconds. Look at the health in KDS as well. They are only just hanging in here. Blackray starts to get some of this width. And an opening potentially eyeing up on towards a fight with the Kaid, who we've seen drift outside the building a couple of times. Vidiking isn't opting for the fight as of yet, but it's now an option for him to play with just as much. Handy ready for the engagement here from the swing, but Shireneko actually enters from the other side in and amongst the smoke, but his caught in the smoke. Souls gets Chibisu, and they can't quite get the fight as they choke the player out as well. 10 seconds, and at least one on the door, but instantly responded, leaving just Anaton alone. Not for long. FaZe get themselves through. Need the remaining 4 players to stack up right now. The flashes come through, and air jab to try and cover a bit of motion. Misses the first engagement. There's a fight on the stairs. It's actually 2 isolated, 1 versus 1. Support's about to come through, and there it is. A C4 does find Anaton. The Deimos needs to interact, but they've just handed them in a very small microcosm of pain. Individual 1 versus 1s. FaZe amongst all of that.
Especially when you're playing smoke. Could fall back, use the gas babes, but as you said, got baited in by the Banshee and probably just wanted to get a kill on the board. Cyber gets through to Shireneko. This might still, though, be a FaZe looking to clean things up and looking for a flawless second half. Only 35 seconds remaining for the trio of CAG, and Chibisu out of nowhere finds 2 kills in quick succession, but so does FaZe as well to answer back imminently, leaving a very low health Chibisu, who needs to basically almost find an ace to close things out for CAG in this round. Otherwise, FaZe are looking at a 7-4 victory on Lair.
20 seconds, he can't even get to the kit in that time. It has to be a win via kills. So he's looking to see if he can try and find the first up green. They're well aware, well prepared, and well, that's FaZe. And what a performance it was.
Cool. CAG's strength, but it is technically a weakness of FaZe. But in that instance, the stats are provided to you. Even though it is a hard ban for FaZe, you're probably still going to back them in simply based on the fact that CAG...
On the position, there's, again, this aggression outside the building. Handy trying to lean themselves in. As I said, Porter is one of those maps where if you're not inside, well, you're still in line for a firefight. Proven there. Handy tears through Shurip's head, and I mean, he's just kind of driving himself up and in every single position. Seems like one that they're trying to aggressively lean in. The sense turning on the gadget, but the light wall isn't going to at least slow down anything here. Good watch on towards Soul, sorted out inside seating and left not entirely for dead. Chibisu wanted to try and find a way in, did suffer a bit of a scrape, but can they get round to Souls? It's probably a bit dangerous for them, and they're not going to opt for it because there is only a minute 10. Chibisu moves in towards the stairs. That'll be the execution of the player, but there might be a response here, although they're well aware of it.
A slight advantage for CAG. It is very slight because BlackRay on a lick of health. Heading into the final minute, and Vidiking gets aggressive, finds the kill onto BlackRay. Didn't need much, so makes it that 3 versus 3. That's still a gun down though. Even though BlackRay was low on health, he still had an opportunity to be impactful for the latter stages of this round. A great swing, in fact, as well from KDS. Handy, though, losing his life to Shirineko. Of course, Anaton down from that swing that we just saw from KDS, but he will get brought back up. That is the diffuser as well. That will be momentarily on the floor. Acquired once again by Anaton, and now they have to make their way towards the site into the final 20 seconds. And look how low these two are as well.
It really makes this swing a risk. It just takes a fraction, and not quite that, to be honest. There's still another goo mine in foot, but Anaton tears through Vidiking in a bit of a rough position. He's being surrounded. The body on Beep is the first and the second. Oh, there was a second and a team kill amongst that. Who is a hugely popular operator this tournament. Hasn't really been the biggest swing for Anaton, and well, they go right against it. There is some danger coming in from behind him on the side of break, but he still wins out against Anaton.
Anaton didn't need to pull the gun out. He did not need to pull the gun out.
Chibisu almost got caught there as well on the fade through, but you're entirely right. Anaton, he just got a bit too eager. He's a fantastic shield player, but that wasn't a demonstration of it. What was that? He wanted to get rid of the hacked Banshee, but just kind of revealed where he was. Is he easier to get up? They have the drone intel, so Souls is going into known territory. KDS does get BlackRay at the same time. They lose the drone, so it's no longer being watched. Long string waiting to reel a CAG player in. Imagine just watching your friend bleed out. Nothing could be done.
That's all right. There's a broom there. You can clean it up very quickly afterwards when the round is won. Souls with a big kill onto Sharif. Top waiting now for Chibisu. Final logic bomb is ringing out. He loses his life to Souls. Coming down bottom he stairs to Shirineko, and it makes it a 1 versus 2, but the time, pretty big factor. Doesn't have the diffuser. Would take something very special right now for Shirineko to clutch this round. Diffuser up above. At this point, he might just be best going for the 2 kills.
I mean, he's trying to spray through and get the angle. There's 20 seconds. One close on the vending machine who's offering little moments of a fight. The reload will be very loud. They just need to play on contact here. And they're trying to bait him into it. There's the first. There's not the second, though. They did.
Last time out, FaZe did lose it to CAG, especially in the middle portion. So it was around this point in time. The Blitz makes the entry. Cyber on a bit of an island, to be honest. Doesn't have a lot of help to back him up here for this fight. Sharif already finding one onto KDS. They've also lost the Warden in Vidiking. Then in from behind. Full 90 control. They take security and they absolutely clean house. This is flawless from CAG in the 3rd round. And again on one of the primary sites. Defensively for FaZe, they're going to let themselves go a second time that CAG has... Souls, early gas babe. So again, looking to deny, but he just walked straight through it. Instead of being forced back, Souls had no idea that Sharif just elected to go straight through the smoke. Finds the kill, gets rid of Cyber as well. A tremendous...
whole situation, but as I said, the Solace is that sort of key perfect piece to try and deny this from above. You go in very aggressive there, and all right, I understand the risk. You're a great gunner, you want to try and level things up, but it brings similarities to how we saw the first map open, where FaZe were sort of just throwing themselves into the gun skill fights. They can do it, as just demonstrated. But it still has been a little bit needless at the risk at points. There's one caught. Vidaking was being watched. The plant is being attempted, but actually Anaton pulls off, relocates. There's a fight on the hatch, though. CAG, second round in a row.
Play the hatch, so FaZe are putting all their eggs into that top floor hold. And so far, I think it's working. The question's going to be onto Anaton on this Montang. He's got the diffuser. Well, there you go. There's your answer. Dead immediately, and they've still got hatch control, courtesy of Handy. It is a 3 versus 3 with 30 seconds left. Shirineko gets rid of Handy, and just like that, the plant can go down for CAG, but KDS retakes up above and stops the plant. Double kill from KDS and make that 3! Saves the round for FaZe.
They're hoping they're not caught by the smoke, and they're not caught by the smoke.
Oh,
where's the Solace to operate? They're watching the back. There's a plant that's been pulled off, and they find the smoke on the way out the door, but they survive. Vidaking, too little, too late, and he's got to try and operate and remove the player with Cyber offering some shoulder of support. How much time can Black Ray buy? There's one, and there's a bit of motion as they swing. He's doing the right decisions, but he just almost gets the Solace, but no, caught out 20 seconds. 7 of that has to be the defuse here. They're waiting for the cover, the jump out. There's the play against the window itself. They're going to throw themselves on sandwich. The smoke is shot out. They can't quite get it as close as it wants to be. The shotgun as Shirineko gets one. It's just getting air, just getting missed moments. There's the play on the diffuser. The players have to operate, and they do, CAG. This second shield with it, which they opt for the fight instead. What is going on? There's the play of the C4. They know it's another win condition. Shirineko gets the cross out. Chibisu finds KDS, and this is a focused denial on a focused take. Look underneath. You have a player ready with a shotgun. Look to Armory. You have the player ready with the lined up C4s, and look over the top of the computers. It has just been a full lockdown. Vidaking gets one to at least stop Anaton, but there's the pain from the player underneath the position before a Shiri. Just sides.
Yeah, there's every world in which they can claw this deficit back. 90 seconds, 1 player advantage. Make that 2 with Chibisu losing his life. Still had a nitro cell in the back pocket as well, so never even got to use that one. Shirineko does get rid of Handy, so alleviates a little bit of that pressure that was certainly building by FaZe. Falcon canister's going to get popped at a pretty decent point in the round. And Sharif then gets rid of Souls. Anytime it seems like maybe FaZe is starting to get involved in these rounds, CAG just always have some kind of answer. 1-for-1 trade keeps this all evened up, but with Sharif death to Vidaking, who don't gets a double kill, it gives FaZe a 2-on-1 advantage. Black Ray by himself.
Oh, and there it is, the lockdown. And I mean, Vidaking, I think he got the down on the... Even now, for CAG, you worry the pressure's about to come over the top.
There's not a lot of site pressure at all, except for the extension up above on the vert for CAG. The actual site itself pretty much open. Anaton sitting over towards bathroom, trying to just see if he can find an angle in towards workshop. Vidaking loses his life. And KDS gets rid of Black Ray. Once again, though, FaZe have got themselves up into a position where they've got the numbers to be able to go and hit that site, along with clearing up above. Anaton dead, and with that, FaZe can double down their advantage. Well, this is looking like the FaZe that we know in the 8th round. Now into the 9th round, they're starting to make their mark on border. Good kill from Chibisu, but he's so low on health and still has 3 targets to deal with and still 20 seconds that he has to wait out. KDS will put an end to him, and any kind of chance in the KDS is just kind of lingering around towers. We saw the Bolt come out as well. They feel like this could be a kill, but I love the fact that Black Ray has come to help, saves the day, gets the headshot kill onto Cyber. Vida made the push in. He's down as well, not quite out. Now he is confirmed by Sharif and Shirineko finding those 2 kills. CAG now in the best position possible to secure match point, to go 6-4 up against FaZe and be in a position to take a map against them. KDS makes his way up, goes for the knife, gets the kill onto Sharif, and keeps hope alive for FaZe as KDS and Handy, the duo with 50 seconds, look to try and salvage this round for FaZe Clan.
Correct decision there, Shirineko. Do not give them the fight. If they had got that kill, it would have put it into a very sticky situation of a 2 versus 2 instead. 40 seconds, they still have time to play with. They're being quite aggressive. firing the shots towards, putting the pressure on. You're against KDS, who's 12-6, and Handy, who we've seen have very handy moments. The slow turn with a Tubarao canister, but Tubarao wins it out. Chibisu has the cover, and now it's another fight that's sort of gifted. You didn't need to be there. Shirineko, and with 18 seconds, you know, it's close to the end, but it's not over till it's over. There's another step up. If you pulled the trigger, that would have been a kill, but Anaton puts himself in. That is map point.
60 seconds left, but they've made their way through archives, bouncing control. They'll open up the hatch. But the issue is the time factor. Like, they still have only just thrown out the EMP grenade now. They're only just opening up the hatch now. Well, double kill though from Cyber. Well, that's certainly handy. Over towards Workshop, he finds 2 kills, a third through Souls. Well, forget the time. The time is irrelevant now because FaZe, just in about 15 seconds, go and find 4 kills, and it's about to be 6-5.
They know exactly where Shurip is coming from, and I mean, Cyber is always one of those players that can do that. Activate when they need him the most. How he was able to thread those kills, I'm sure we'll see.
If he stays alive, the Yokai can be a denial opportunity too.
They've dropped round. They want to try and get rid of Cyber in the cover that's coming from Passport as well. Look how deep he is. All the way through on the cut. KDS gets one on the hop over, but Shurip does at least have some of the coverage. 40 seconds, but all of the CAG players are stuck in what feels like a 5-foot square radius. Anaton chooses the right time to pop over and see KDS, who is looking at the wrong side of a desk. A 3 versus 3. 30 seconds. Still, CAG, a very narrow area they have to play with. It just takes FaZe one little breakthrough, one little kill to start pulling this apart. So can they keep all options covered? The hatch is there. Shurip does get handy. The 2 players drop in for the side of FaZe. Souls gets one, but Shirineko gets the other. It's a long fight with 8 seconds. He's sending himself in. Here's Souls, but Anaton secures CAG the map and the point.
4 map. On the flip side for FaZe, and this is where I was actually raising my eyebrow a little bit when Fox was talking about their aggression on this particular map and why he's on that train. Well, statistically, it's their 2nd worst map for attacking win rate. So I don't know what's that combination looking like. Are they trying to hit a particular location in the middle portion of the round, clearing out, say, an open area? Well, Shirineko does get rid of KDS, gets rid of that Vigil. There is one more still over towards Admin, that side. But Zero, the flash is perfect. He's blinded, but the light, he still gets the kill anyway.
No way. He saw everything that we saw, but he's able to see right through it, and they didn't pick up the next fight. There's the cross from Chibisu.
You're in a really good position to still deny this plant from going down. Here comes Shurip, who is very low on health. It won't take too much to dissuade him from getting away. He cannot even get away. That's Kid on the ground. The trigger discipline is perfect right now. FaZe are just holding on for dear life. Blackray and Chibisu deep in a red time. 3 seconds left. Got him on the kills. And the Palin. And he gets the double, though, to salvage it. What a crazy ending.
First step, their first bit of focus, it was just a little bit too messy, a little bit too shaky. The spray into elevator, and he almost looks away, and he does! Ooh, he pulled himself back in, but his 3 kills fall into the favor of FaZe. It's a multi-dimensional shutdown here. CAG stuck on the wrong side of what is just a shooting gallery. Shurip, to be honest, at this
just hit the go button. CAG not in a position to respond, and with that, they take already an impromptu timeout. That's why Shurip's just sitting here. He'll also had the stats a little bit with a kill onto Cyber.
I mean, that's entirely it, right? Obviously, you know, FaZe, they know that this round is theirs. They're gonna maybe try and lean in and end it quicker, because the quicker they can, it stops the conversation. There it is. But at that point, it was long since decided that that was...
Just means they're not going to be able to trade each other. KDS does slip back in towards long desk. 30 seconds left, so still bodies close to sight for FaZe at the very least. But CAG just have the numbers. They've got players on the rappel. They continue to maintain this advantage with that kill from Shirineko. And the vendetta is strong from Chibisu. Gets the kill onto Vidiking, all but leaving KDS by himself with 12 seconds left. Where is the kit, though? It's actually stuck a little bit. That's a big kill from KDS, but the vendetta again, strong from Chibisu. CAG
Worried about the swing through, but the C4 actually removes the problem for him, and he can kind of keep himself locked. But look, on the opposite end, the push is coming from Chibisu. He's able to find himself round. KDS does get the cut onto one, but he's inside the vault and saved by a well-made computer and the coverage of Souls here. And at this point, they just didn't have the time. Had one body less. They couldn't quite get anything other than a confirmation. FaZe, much more controlled hold there. Wait, but he doesn't want to get caught from somebody that's aware of his presence. So, as the motion comes inside, quick cover onto the pocket. But how did you win that, Shireneko? Let's be honest, you shouldn't have, but you got it. Now you got 50 seconds to see if you could try and pull this one round. But both you and Chibisu are a breath away from death. The juggling of utility as they find themselves drifting in and out of the blind spot.
I mean, that is something that they haven't cleared. Two options: he can take the fight then drop, or he can just commit. I think it's more likely he'll make contact and then drop 30 seconds. He doesn't need to hold his position until he's death, because they're already down a player. He can't afford to lose his life. But there is one coming through. Terrace, he catches him out. BlackRay, I thought he was going to be in a good opportunity to take out Vidiking. They know they need to clear him. He must go down. He gets another one, and a third down from Vidiking. Holds his nerve in stock. Gets rid of 3, wins the round single-handedly for FaZe.
In potentially, which we saw how that went last time round, not good. At this point, FaZe, they've not really been tested and contested. They've got themselves for the pressure onto Longdask, and it's the fight onto one. The second pops around the corner, but Anaton and Shireneko again have some of the cover. But as they try to start the plant, they've just thrown themselves in. It's just Cyber left somehow with nothing in their favor.
I think he's going to push more forward than this. It's always that kind of, I'm just going to see if someone's rotating around in basement, see if I can catch someone.
Well, you want to punish their aggression.
Oh, there's a punishment, and that's actually a big kill. You've lost the echo now, so yokai drones are irrelevant.
I mean, Anaton, you know, he's been pretty consistently playing on the echo itself.
You'd rather lose Chibisu, even probably Shireneko at this point. You'd want that echo up. Big kill back from BlackRay, though. You'll happily take that. Gets rid of Handy. Minute left, 4v4. You still got 3 gas babes in the back pocket. There does go the Azami, though, and the lead has been regained for FaZe.
It was a bit of a strange position the Azami wanted to hang themselves around in, because, you know, they knew the hatch control and open had fallen away from them. They knew that they couldn't really rotate back, and instead of getting themselves maybe off towards servers or going off for something else, instead they played it against it. The smoke canisters and the Goyo is cooking, so Shurip here with the long range and the long barrel is going to try and put some slugs into a player that wants to dip their way in, but the player is crouching and hiding, pinged on potentially a camera or a bulletproof there, but Chibisu gets the swing onto one. They break their way in towards the site itself. The Ying takes a scrape. Shurip gets Vidiking as well, but it's Souls on the stair that's about to try and find all the attention here onto Shurip. KDS gets the kill instead. There's the spray against the down player. He just needs to hide. Needs to stay low, but he steps in and makes no moment happen there. It couldn't have been close. Fight their way on Beeper. It's very narrow, and you know, there's options to drop and go for wider rotates. Now they have the man advantage. Anaton again taken out of the picture here, and as sprays come back and forth, there is a good and important step back in there, Chibisu, but he instantly pulls himself back in towards the site. The keeper barricades to buy themselves some safe. You know, what are they going to do with Souls in the pocket hard breach? Where are they getting these Selmas popping off? It's internal, and Shireneko takes care of Vidiking, but Souls keeps the pressure up on towards Beepers. 20 seconds, 2 versus 2. Traded moments, BlackRay and Handy. One apiece in another 1 versus 1, but BlackRay is the one that pulls it together here for CAG. Instead of playing that fight that they want, go here, go instead.
They're going to elevator drop with the kit.
Exactly. They want to try and get themselves focused on the other side, but Shireneko does find Cyber in the meantime in the reveal of the clash there now.
But the clash is involved. I don't know if this is actually the right rotation here from FaZe. They had pretty decent pressure over on the server side. They even had a good drone setup. Shireneko gets with a Handy. KDS2 will fall. This call from FaZe being picked apart defensively by CAG. Down to Vidiking and Soul, still 2 Handy players. And Shireneko is very low. Clash for Anaton. That's something you really want now in a 2v2. You want guns up, and 3. A gun is certainly in the hands of Shireneko, and he's putting it to great use. Soul's now getting electrified, and Shireneko just doesn't need to peek. 10 seconds remaining. Souls can't even get close enough to get the guard break. He's running out of time and doesn't even have the kit. No way in hell he's winning this one. 4-5 as CAG find 2 rounds in a row.
The pressure comes, the smoke.
Oh, the
They're
repel,
going to
they
move in.
defended.
Swung in immediately. And, well, as they try and heavy hit with the DMRs, it's actually some of the success. The Blackbeard on one side, but they're back and forth. The pressure on the window. Cyber gets the lock-in with the support. But 5 versus 2 now as Anaton bites the dust. Shuri, he's caught out on a rotate. It is just Echo left, and I said they've had a great map. They've got to have the greatest round right now. Fortunately, they can't.
I mean, everything about that is beepers, all of those kind of areas. Make sure that you've got that covered. You've still got your smoke available as well. 2 gas baits in the back pocket for Chibisu, so you've still got angles of attack. In fact, even a Nitro Stealth still for Black Rays. They set up for the final 30 seconds.
Here it is, FaZe. What can you sniff out? And CAG, can you keep yourself alive for one more round? The player underneath as well, playing against the hatch. Could try and loop one up. The pressure is coming from Cyber on the far side, and it gets Echo. Vidiking takes the drop. They're looking for the fight. The canisters aren't getting anybody, but Souls sure is. There's the plant and the play. And there's just a drive through the middle, but Souls has the key connection as the kit makes contact with the floor. There's Anaton, but only just for one.